Despite it still being in the construction stages and not going to be open until next year, Disney are surprisingly already adding new set pieces and themed details to Toy Story Land, but we'll discuss them all up next. Hi there Waltoneers, I'm Jack, this is DSNY Newscast. Go ahead and subscribe down below if you're new to this channel, and also if you didn't know already, these videos come out on a Sunday, Tuesday and Thursday, and also whilst you're at it, subscribe to Universal Newscast as well. So let's get right into the news. Now, it's no great secret but Walt Disney World is currently undergoing one of its most ambitious development phases, with construction taking place all across the resort at the moment. But let's begin by focusing in on Toy Story Land, as it will be the first of the developments to open next year. As we can see from the latest aerial construction photos from Blog Mickey and BioReconstruct on Twitter, which are great sources, I really do recommend that you go check them out. I'll leave a link down below. In these photos we can see that Disney have already started to add the theming elements around Slinky Dog Dash coaster, with the addition of these toy building blocks right in the centre of the coaster, which is quite surprising for this stage of the construction process, as Disney don't usually add this level of detail until the project is nearing completion. But as the concept art has now changed a few times now for the land, it will be interesting to see which other toy elements are added, as it's been rumoured for a while that the props from Pixar Place will eventually be removed and repositioned into Toy Story Land instead. But what's really interesting here is we're starting to get an idea of how Disney are planning on blocking off other parts of Disney's Hollywood studios from your line of sight within Toy Story Land, as this picket fence in the background here is starting to get a wood grain paint effect applied, as Disney are blocking out the cast member parking structure with this picket fence. Whereas it seems that Disney are really trying to make this land even more immersive by removing visual obtrusions such as the Rock and Roller Coaster building, which is in the process of being painted blue to have it blend into the Orlando sky a lot better. But the question still remains, how are Disney planning on blocking out the large building at the back of the Star Wars launch bay? As if Rock and Roller Coaster is visible from the new land, this building is definitely going to be visible as well. So Disney might be planning on extending this wooden fence effect further down toward the back of the One Man's Dream building. Now let's move on to the Great Movie Ride, with the building currently in the process of being entirely gutted to make way for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, as we can see different props and set pieces showing up in the dumpsters around the back of the building. And if that's not heartbreaking enough, also the light-up marquees, which were outside the front of the Great Movie Ride, have also been removed, so it will stop guest confusion around the closure of this ride. But over at Grand Avenue, things are really moving along, with this new section of the park easily meeting its target opening date of fall 2017. However, Disney have now blocked off the back of the former Streets of America facades, as they don't want the old backlot studios feel to that park anymore. Which makes us wonder what will happen to the Sci-Fi Dine-In building, as it's a massive, relatively unthemed building. So maybe this will also get a bit of theming eventually to the outside of the building as well. Now if we move on over to Epcot, as we can see that the Universe of Energy fountain has been drained, with this possibly being the beginning of the demolition, as it does not show up in the concept art for the Guardians of the Galaxy attraction, which was shown at D23 Expo. That is expected to open by 2020. So that's the state of developments over at Walt Disney World. Now let's move on over to Disneyland Paris, as since Disney now own the resort outright, it seems that we're going to be getting an awful lot more Halloween festivities, much like we see at Disneyland and Walt Disney World come to that park, as it has been announced that there will be Goofy's Skeletoon Street Party that will begin in Frontierland and end up on Main Street, USA, which is clearly playing off Pixar's upcoming movie Coco and the Mexican holiday Day of the Dead. And there will also be a new daytime parade called Mickey's Halloween Tricycle Gang, where Disney characters will ride quirky tricycles down Main Street, USA. But hopefully this time next year for Halloween, Disneyland Paris might eventually have a Boo to You nighttime parade like like we see over at the Magic Kingdom. And lastly for today, as expected, Force Friday will return on September 1st, which is the marketing event where Disney unveil all the latest Star Wars toys and merchandise tied to the upcoming Episode 8 movie, The Last Jedi. But in addition, this year Disney are launching a worldwide Find the Force augmented reality treasure hunt across 20,000 retail locations and 30 countries. If you find the code and scan it from September 1st to September 3rd, you'll be able to discover 15 Star Wars characters and maybe even new characters from The Last Jedi. But now it's over to you, Voltoniers. I would like to know what you would like to see in terms of themed set pieces come to Toy Story Land from the Toy Story movies. And also, what purpose would these new set pieces serve? And don't forget to put the Hidden Mickey timestamp along with your suggestion to be in with a chance to win a DSNY Newscast pin. And congratulations to the winner from the last video with this suggestion here. And also go ahead and subscribe down below, hit that notification icon, and also give this video a massive thumbs up as it really helps us out. And I've been Jack, you've been you, and I'll see you real soon.